Recently, I received a phone call off my old landlord from way back in the 90s, when things were a little bit like this. Anyway, it turned out he'd been watching the channel and wanted to help out. And he said he had a really nice webcam for me that he would like to donate, so he suggested that we meet up. And that's exactly what we did.
Daddy! Son!
He's not my dad.
He is.
And here is the selection of gifts that were kindly donated. This was the main reason for our meeting, kindly donating this Microsoft Live Cam Studio. I downloaded the drivers, the software's unavailable, and installed this on my computer, but we'll get to that in a little while. Gift number 2 that was donated is this. Very nice. I personally downloaded it, installed it. Now at first there was a perceived enhancement of performance. This soon went slightly downhill, with all data becoming corrupt, and it appeared to be slightly out of date and gave me some interesting toilet number 2 activity the following day. Gift number 3 that was kindly donated is this. I downloaded it, installed it personally. Again, there seemed to be quite a perceived enhancement of performance. This rapidly went downhill, with all data becoming corrupt, but it was quite enjoyable. I'd recommend it. Okay, this is using the internal webcam on the laptop, and I'm using me podcast microphone because no doubt the internal audio microphone's terrible as well. As you can see, I don't really need to say anything. It's filming it in fantastic blurred vision. Not very good. Okay, so this is the camera that I'd normally use for filming the clips inside the shed. It's a little bit dull today, so this is what I normally get in low light conditions. I'm not using the camera's internal microphone because that's quite terrible. I'm using my podcast microphone doing my audio interface. But yeah, this is just what I call a No Pro. It's a copy of a GoPro. It's just a cheap Campark 4K action camera. Not bad if you want to get started in videos, just for a bit of fun. They are quite cheap and they come with a massive amount of accessories. But yeah, this is what I normally get. It is a 4K camera, but for some reason Windows 10 will only let me use it in 720p. With actually no way of adjusting sharpness or brightness. And this is the Microsoft LiveCam Studio that was kindly given to me. As you can see, it does a great job in low light. I'm using my podcast microphone, but it does have 2 built-in microphones, I think stereo microphones, which do a great job on their own, but obviously not as good as my podcast microphone. So considering that the Microsoft LiveCam is about 10 years old and out of date, it's, as you can see, it's doing a great job, better than the previous 2 examples we've seen. So I will be using this a lot more for filming in low light situations. I can probably get some better results than this with the backlight I've got working now. But yeah, this was kindly given to me, and yeah, I'm really surprised by the results. There is some issues running it with Windows 10. Microsoft no longer support it. You can't get the software anywhere, and the driver they offer doesn't work with all Windows 10 computers. A couple of my computers it works fine. On my main laptop, every time I want to use it I have to uninstall it, reinstall it, reinstall the drivers, and then roll the drivers back, and it'll work properly. So it's great for filming, but not for doing some of the work that I do on the internet. And finally, this is another webcam I've recently purchased. It's a brand new item. They're making these right at this moment in time. As you can see, it's got a wide field of vision. It's got dual stereo mics, which I'm not using. I'm using a brand new podcast microphone that I've got by Samsung. It's a Samsung Go. There'll be more on that to come. It's got a lot of great features. But yeah, as you can see, this camera is great. I'm still going to use the live cam a lot for filming some of the video stuff. But I'll be mainly using this Orki camera for work because of reliability issues with the Microsoft live camera. You've got to remember it's about 10 years old now and they're not supporting it anymore, unfortunately, which is a shame because it's a Microsoft product. And when it works, it's brilliant. But yeah, I'll be using this Orki for some of the work I do on the internet, where I test websites for companies and I test other products, digital products for companies. And I do one-to-one chats with manufacturers of products on the internet, testing new apps and new features for web pages. So I needed something that was quick and reliable. These meetings are set to a certain time. I can't get over how well and how good the Microsoft live cam still is after all this time. Even its own built-in microphone does a great job. It's greatly improved my ability to film in the dark. I mean, even with this Orki, this is great. I think the Microsoft live cam does a slightly better job in low light, but this Orki does a great job too. I've also got a new backlight behind the computer now, which will help with filming in low light. So there you have it, a comparison of different webcams, and as it appears, a webcam is not just a webcam. There's different levels of quality and performance. But that's not the end of this story. There were further conversations, and there was another meeting.
Daddy! Son!
This time, my old landlord had kindly offered to build me a computer to help me with my editing of videos. And he did this with loads of spare parts that he had left. And again, I can't thank him enough. But he's not me dad. Okay, so here's a picture of my new setup now. The boom stand has gone from over here, and the audio box was there. That's just a battery that's waiting to be charged up for one of my handheld tools. More garden violence, no doubt, but not till the spring. So yeah, this is the new setup. Lovely Samsung monitor, little wireless mouse pad. That's just a camera case. And there's the new Samsung Go podcast microphone, which is really excellent microphone. As you can see, it's absolutely tiny, but the voice quality, the audio quality from it is excellent, and it also doubles up as a sound card. But I'll go more into that in another video. So then we come over to the tower. It's running Windows 10 Pro, and it's got a i5 Intel processor in it, and it's really quick. Hard drive's only 100 gig, but I was also given this really nice external hard drive, which is about 350 gig, maybe 500 gig. It's got plenty anyway for storing the video files and backing them up, and there's just some more cases for cameras and microphones and everything, because I don't leave this in here in the winter. It's too damp. The screen gets covered up. That gets left in here. And then above the screen, another new addition, a halo light that has 3 different light modes: warm white, blue white, and like an in-between, a soft yellow sort of light, which is nice. And you can increase and lower the brightness of that, and that's helped a lot with filming in low lighting. So yeah, excellent monitor and super fast computer, which has made editing so much easier. And just a quick look at the editing software that I would use normally. It's just a product called VideoPad. It's very easy to use. That opened extremely quickly then, a lot quicker than it would on my laptop. And then you just go into it and start adding files. And it's just made the whole editing process go a lot smoother and a hell of a lot quicker. This was also a gift from this second encounter, and very nice it was too. I downloaded it, installed it, and at first there was a perceived enhancement of performance, which soon led to a large corruption of data, but luckily there wasn't any embarrassing bottom incidents at the toilet this time, and it was lovely. I highly recommend it. So there you have it, a brand new editing suite to help me with the channel, generously donated. I don't know what to say. If you've watched the video, thank you very much. If you're a regular watcher, thank you very much again. If you're a subscriber, that's ace. If you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, give the video a thumbs up, it helps with the channel, and select all notifications from the notification bell. If you want to support the channel even more, I have a Patreon going. Just join it at the lowest level, don't go nuts. And it's thanks to my Patreons, mainly Beerhaven57, who happens to be my landlord, but not my dad. Thanks to their generosity, I'm helping to move the channel forward a bit and invest in some better gear to help me edit the videos and make better quality videos, thanks to the upgrading cameras and some microphones. But I'll get to all that in the future. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is Ed in the Shed signing off. Take care, everyone.